Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and stay tuned by clicking the bell icon. The series that makes us forget, the Bridgertons, and that is a refreshing pop candy. The great writer Edith Wharton died in 1937, leaving behind an unfinished novel. It was called Las Bucaneras and would later be published in two versions, one of them completed through his notes and notes. It told the story of a group of young North American women who moved to England with the aim of finding a husband among the aristocratic class. However, there will be an inevitable clash of classes. They belong to families whose parents have amassed money thanks to business, the new rich, and they will move in environments in which they are branded as vulgar in contrast to the phlegmatic English. Some of her most famous novels have been adapted from Edith Wharton, such as The Age of Innocence by Martin Scorsese or The House of Mirth by the recently deceased Terence Davies. In 1995, the BBC premiered a version of The Buccaneers starring Carla Gugino and Mira Sorvino, and now, the Apple TV series created by Catherine Jacques, in charge of the scripts, has been in charge of completely turning it around, completely transfiguring it, and adapting it to new times and contemporary sensibility. Thus, we could relate The Buccaneers, aristocrats for love, with the cinema of Sofia Coppola, with The Virgin Suicides or Marie Antoinette, in which the classicism of period films was flooded with freshness to the rhythm of pop. Also to Little Women, by Greta Gerwig, in which Louisa May Alcott's novel became a feminist ode. Thus, we find a series full of freshness from the first bars through which we are introduced to the group of friends who will meet at the wedding of one of them, the wild Conchita, Alicia Beau, and who apparently form an unbreakable Genoesium. The protagonist's name is Nat, Christine Frozeth, and unlike her companions, she does not seem interested in marriage. She enjoys the freedom of it, of not having to adapt to the corsets of the time, and constantly challenges conventions. Thus, the freedom and hedonism of the young women will be contrasted with the confinement of English society when they move there, witnessing Conchita's change in that environment that completely annuls her. From there, the love games will begin to be established between the daughters of Mrs. St. George, Christina Hendricks, Mad Men, the aforementioned Nan and Ginny, Imogen Waterhouse, who have nothing to do with each other, and the Hemsworth sisters, Mabel, Josie Tota, and Lizzie, Aubrey Ibrack. Unintentionally, Nan will meet two suitors, the Duke of Tintagel, Guy Remmers, and his best friend Guy, Matthew Broome. The truth is that, although the approach adheres to a whole series of clichés within the new period fictions, there is something that makes the Buccaneers, aristocrats for love, one of those addictive candies that you can't stop tasting, something which also happened with the Bridgertons, the series in which it is inevitably watched, but in this case from a much more jovial and playful perspective. Contributing to this is an excellent cast of new promises, an agile and precise narration, and a particularly careful musical section, supervised by Stella Mosgawa, drummer of the group Warpaint, and which has featured names such as Sharon Van Etten, Alison Mosshart from The Kills, or Gracie Abrams to exclusively compose some of the series' themes. Even Taylor Swift has given up one of her songs, Nothing New, Taylor's version, in a duet with Phoebe Bridgers. If you like the video, don't forget to like, comment, and share.